It's an all-new episode of The Good Stuff. And today, we're throwing out a lifeline because it's summer SOS. Dinner crisis? Mary's got your back with Sheetpan Shrimp Tacos for the easiest Taco Tuesday ever. Then, bugs bugging you? Owen Reeves has your pest problem solved. And Evelyn Chick shows you how to level up your ice cubes and seriously chill your summer drinks. Plus, we've got the hair hacks to beat the heat and bring your hair back to life. The Good Stuff starts now.
Is looking great today. Welcome to the show. Have a seat. Let's all get comfy. Now, listen, no matter the time of the year or the day of the week, getting dinner on the table can sometimes feel like a Mount Everest-sized challenge. Even for me, someone who absolutely loves to cook, thinking of and whipping up something tasty every single day can feel a little bit daunting. But listen, I say take inspiration from wherever it comes. And today, that inspiration comes from the day of the week. That's right, it is Tuesday, so of course, let's make some tacos. How does that sound? I'm feeling good about this. Now, we're not just talking any old regular tacos. We are going to make sheet pan, pineapple, and shrimp tacos. How does that sound? Yeah. And just because this recipe is so easy, I'm also gonna show you how to make your own hot sauce, which is very exciting to me. But first off, we're gonna get started on those shrimp tacos. These come together lickety-split, super, super simple. So the first thing we need is our shrimp. Let me go find those babies. One second, I think I got them in the fridge. Keep your shrimp cold, always a key, because then, you know, healthy cooking, we're all good. There's a lot of beer in that fridge right now, just so everybody knows. All right, so I've got my shrimp here, and I've thawed those under cold water. Anytime you're thawing meat, you wanna use cold water as opposed to warm water. Warm water, first off, puts it into the kind of that danger zone, and it also makes the meat kind of funny. Like, it makes it almost like it starts to cook, but it doesn't stay fresh. Cold water is the quickest and easiest and safest way to thaw your meat, so you're good to go. So I've just run a whole bag, 400 grams of raw shrimp under that cold running water just until they are thawed. And I'm gonna transfer those on into my bowl. So I've just got a large bowl here, just plopping those babies right on in. I personally love shrimp. It is probably my favorite food. Growing up, we had a rule in our house, and that was if my mom had a shrimp ring out, as she was to do whenever guests were coming over, me and my brother were not allowed to even go near it until everybody had arrived and at least had one, because we would just stand there and popcorn those shrimp. We would eat them all, right? It's a dream. All right, now into there, I'm gonna add in a little bit of oil, just about 2 tablespoons, just to kind of get the shrimp coated and give a little bit of kind of movement into here. So just add that right on top. And then I'm gonna add in my seasonings. And these are kind of sort of classic Tex-Mex style seasonings. So the first thing I need is 2 teaspoons rather, of chili powder. That's gonna give that nice smokiness, a tiny bit of heat, but not much, and give you beautiful, beautiful flavor. Then to amp things up, I'm going in with 1.5 teaspoons of cumin. I love cumin. It's so, so tasty. It's a little lemony, super smoky, really, really delicious. So I'm gonna add in about 1.5 teaspoons of that. I like to season things really well. To be honest, this trio of seasonings is a classic in my house. I always have these babies on hand. Then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of smoked paprika, just about 1/2 teaspoon to give that smoky flavor. Super tasty. If you want to, you could grill these on the barbecue, but I wanted to do sheet pan, because one dish, easy breezy, you're done, keeps you in and out of the kitchen real quick, especially on a weekday. Now, I'm gonna season that up with a little bit of salt and give that a good little toss just to combine. Now, in addition to all this, I'm also gonna go in with some garlic. So I've used those nice dry spices, and to be honest, if you didn't have fresh garlic handy, you could totally use powdered garlic. It gives a really nice roasted garlic flavor, but for me, the fresh garlic gives you a really good kind of punchiness, which I absolutely love. Shrimp are really quick cooking, so the garlic is gonna hit the heat just a little bit, but you're gonna keep some of that kind of punchiness, which is a dream. So add that right on in. In classic Mary fashion, I hate chopping garlic, so I always mince it on my rasp, always easy. Give that a tap. I'm just gonna give that a toss just to combine. Perfect. All right, now I'm gonna transfer these shrimp onto a sheet pan. Since there's some oil already on there, I don't need to add any onto the sheet pan, but I'm just gonna scrape those out. But I'm not gonna scrape the bowl out too well. I wanna leave a little bit of that seasoning still in there. Make those shrimp into an even-ish layer. And as you can see, I'm kind of keeping them on one side of my sheet pan. You don't necessarily have to do this, but this gives you a little bit of room to add on the rest of the ingredients. So in addition to those shrimp, I'm also gonna roast the veg and kind of salsa-y situation that I'm gonna put onto these tacos. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit more oil. And into that bowl with those residual spices, I'm gonna go in with about 2 cups of chopped pineapple. Now this is fresh pineapple, but if all you have is canned, that will work really well as well. Just a little bit less acidic. Fresh pineapple is a little more kind of tart than canned pineapple. That's a little bit more sweet. So that's going in. Then I'm also gonna add in about half of a red onion that I've just thinly sliced up. That's gonna bring really nice color. If all you have is a white onion or even a green onion, feel free to add that in as well. But I'm giving that a toss, and that's gonna lift up all of those spices from this bowl just to get everything nice and coated. All right, transfer those onto the pan as well. And I'm gonna roast these at a 400-degree oven, so nice and hot, for only about, I'd say, 8 to 10 minutes, just until those shrimp are nice and pink and cooked through. If you wanted for a little bit of extra color, you could always broil those for the last, I'd say, minute or 2 of cooking. That's gonna give you that char, which is a dream. Now, while those shrimp do their thing, they need about 8 to 10 minutes. I got tons of time to make my very own hot sauce. I know. I'm excited about this. It is the easiest thing in the world, I'm not gonna lie. I've got my blender. You could also do this in a smoothie blender if that's all you've got handy, or even an immersion blender. But I have got a handy dandy jar of pickled jalapenos here. This is the secret ingredient. If you have these hanging out in your fridge door, you already have hot sauce, my friends. So I'm gonna add these pickled jalapenos with their juice right on into the the blender. Then just for some added flavor, I'm going in with some cilantro. If you don't like cilantro or don't want cilantro, you do not need to add this. This is totally fine just with those jalapenos. But for a little bit more acidity, I'm gonna go in with oh, that's a good lime. You know when you get a lime and you're like, why did I spend $1 on this? This is a golf ball. Oh, this is not a golf ball. So I'm gonna go in with the juice of about 1 or 2 limes, depending on how juicy they are. Add that right on in. And then all you need to do to make hot sauce is blitz this up. So let's get that blitzing. Absolutely perfect. I personally love a green hot sauce. It's really, really good on eggs. Obviously fantastic on tacos. And there you have it, green hot sauce. What a dream. Ooh, spicy and punchy, really, really beautiful. All right, now I'm gonna go grab those shrimp and pineapple from the oven. They've been doing their thing. And again, for a little bit extra color, feel free to broil it. Oh, this looks really good. The pineapple's sweetened up. It's a little bit tender. Totally delicious. Like, look at that. Again, you can put it on your sheet pan all in a kind of a situation, like a layer like this if you want. Make sure it's just in one layer though. That way everything's gonna get caramelized. Now, to serve this up, we have got some beautiful corn tortillas. You can do corn, you can do flour, whatever you're feeling. I'm gonna add that beautiful shrimp and pineapple and onion right on top. Let that do its thing. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited. I love shrimp so much. If I was at home, I would just start eating the shrimp off this pan, but I have all of my nice friends here, so I'm not gonna do that to you, all right? Then I'm gonna go on with a little bit of cotija cheese or feta, just something nice and fresh and crumbly and salty. A little bit of some delicious avocado, just in case. And then, of course, you can add some lettuce or some cabbage on there. That would be beautiful. But for me, the thing I need is a little bit of this hot sauce. Just a tiny little pour, and you are in for an absolute treat. There you go, Taco Tuesday in about 10 minutes flat. I'm feeling very excited about this. We gotta take a quick break, but we'll be right back.
Coming up, Evelyn Chick shows you how to level up your ice cubes and seriously chill your summer drinks. That's coming up. Tomorrow on an all-new episode, it's our 2nd annual Taste of the Good Stuff. 2 top food truckers are going head-to-head to see who's got the best bites on wheels. Then, bring that street food magic home because Andrea Bucket, Shahir Massoud, and Ren Navarro are teaming up with Mary to cook up flavor-packed street eats all hour long. That's tomorrow on an all-new episode of The Good Stuff.
Evelyn Chick is here showing us how to make a bold and cold summer drinks. Hey, Evelyn, how's it going?
Great. How's everybody?
Oh my gosh. Okay, what is it like? Very excited. Everybody wants a nice cold drink when it comes to the summer.
Correct. So we're doing fancy and flavored ice today
Oh.
for those cold drinks.
Okay, I like that. This was kind of like a really big thing on the internet.
It is,
For a hot
yes,
minute. It's
yes.
a thing. Nice ice, it's a thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So we're gonna go right into it.
Okay, perfect.
Because there's so
Perfect.
many things to do.
Totally.
So what I love doing sometimes when I'm hosting, especially when you have a punch bowl, you're doing like some fancy sodas, I love doing kind of like really beautiful citrus and floral ice.
Oh,
So I'll
nice.
show you how to do it. The first one's actually a citrus-based ice. We have your silicone ice mold here, and I love those so you can just plop it out.
Yes.
And it really elevates your drink. So we have a citrus here that's already kind of cut in a half moon. So half moon just means cut in the equator and then sliced again.
Honestly,
so
also
it looks
easier
like a
to
little happy
slice.
smile.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is kind of line the outside of your ice mold like this, which is the
Oh.
larger pieces.
Okay.
And then
Oh, I think I'm seeing
yes,
what you're
I'm
doing.
seeing what you're doing.
I'm
We're
picking it
gonna
up.
line the littler pieces
On the
inside like this.
Ooh,
It takes
layers.
time, but like trust me, it's gonna look really, really beautiful. And then we're gonna roll the last one,
Okay.
like that, and we're gonna shove it in. It's gonna look like a little citrus rose.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
I love it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, cute. We love. Okay.
And then the next thing is going to be an herbal ice. So I picked something that's like pretty resilient to cold.
Yeah.
So a little bit of thyme, a little bit of rosemary. Mint, I try to avoid just because it oxidizes
Yeah.
and it gets a little dark. So you don't want that.
Mint, basil, any of the like fine,
Yeah.
soft herbs turn kind of like black or brown
Yeah.
when you freeze them. But a woody herb,
a woody
very good.
herb, rosemary. I
herb
did
that
some
goes with
thyme.
turkey
Oh,
is
absolutely.
a good
But
ice
what I
herb.
love about this is that you can plop it in, say, a gin and tonic, and it really
Oh.
adds herbal flavors to it.
Oh, I love that.
And it integrates the flavor as you go.
Okay,
So I
cool.
love that.
Love that.
What we're gonna do is like fill the herbs and the citrus first. I'm gonna pour water over it.
Okay.
And make sure to fill the ice molds like 3/4 of the way because it does expand in your freezer. So we're just gonna do this. The last one, I'm just gonna throw water in there.
Do you
and
know-
I'm gonna put like a little edible flower.
Oh, that's cute. I
Yes.
like that. Do you know what I like about this? I like that some of the herbs are still sticking out, so it's almost like a garnish at the
exactly,
same time.
For sure. So this is just gonna go right on top,
Okay.
and we're gonna go and freeze this guy.
Okay, let's do
Yes,
it.
let's
This
do
is
it.
always the hard
This is
part
the
of
tricky
making
part.
ice,
That's
is
why
the wok.
3/4 of the way.
Yes.
3/4 of the way. That's the trick. Okay.
Okay.
So we're really just gonna do some soda in here, and if you want, you can do like a little spritz of lime. And Mary's gonna pull out some ice cubes that's already been frozen.
Evelyn, these are so pretty.
I'm really excited to see.
These are so cute. Look at those little ice cubes.
my goodness.
Super cute.
So all you have to do is just like a little bit of soda.
People are on
You're just gonna,
board. I
like,
love this.
plop this in there.
Yeah.
And look how nice it looks.
That is really lovely.
Yes.
That's so cute, Evelyn.
I love it.
Okay, very cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got like some floral, some herbs, some things like
Yes.
that. What are we moving on to?
So this I saw on TikTok and I was a little skeptic. However, I did try it and I was like, this is amazing. So it's a dirty vodka martini ice cube.
Okay.
So it's very easy. I got some like pimento olives here. Sometimes I'll kind of like chop it in half to show that there's a pimento inside, kind of like this.
Yeah.
But you can really just like toss some olives in there. I'm an olive girly,
I
so
like
I just
an olive.
do that. And then what we're gonna do is just pour straight olive brine. Sometimes I add some vermouth in there.
Oh. Okay, so you're not even using water. It's just the salty olive brine.
olive brine. I would dilute it a bit depending on like where you get your olives. So
Okay.
you just plop it in there.
Okay, let's do our thing.
And then what we're gonna do is just stir a vodka martini. This is just vodka.
That's
y'all.
all that's in a vodka martini?
It looks like a lot, but we're doing 2 cocktails, okay? Just like don't feel like this is too much. So I love a vodka martini stirred because it gives it like a nice silky smooth texture.
Is this the time in my life that I realize a martini is literally just vodka?
Just booze? Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna give it a quick stir.
That makes it a dry vodka martini. Okay.
Yeah. So wet means more vermouth. So we're just
Okay.
gonna strain it out. This is just your vodka, right?
Jeez Louise, Evelyn, I love this.
Well, you know, this seems like an afternoon, evening kind of deal.
Yeah.
So we're all good here.
Yeah.
But next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these cute little vodka martini ice cubes and we're gonna plop it in like that.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
Yes,
So,
so
it's almost like as you drink,
As
it
you
gets
drink
dirtier.
It gets dirtier. Okay,
Wow.
right?
Yes.
And it keeps your vodka martini cold because honestly, you're gonna nurse this for a little bit.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
this is like
It's
this is
a
an all-nighter
slow-
for
slow
sure.
moving
But you can
cocktail.
even see it's starting already to melt into
so
it. You're gonna get that
fun.
brininess.
Yes,
I like
exactly.
that. That's
I
a
think
fun
that's
one.
it. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
cool. That's a later drink for the
Later
show.
drink, we're gonna
Yes.
do this after.
Okay,
you know?
perfect. Now, next up, what are we doing?
Okay. I've made a mojito on air before,
Yeah.
which I absolutely love.
We
Very
love a
easy
mojito.
recipe. So this is actually a berry mojito with berry ice cubes. So I
Okay.
got a smaller sort of silicone tray, and you're just gonna plop your berries in.
Oh, okay.
Like just like this. Like do a mixture if you want, a couple flavors, just to make sure there's like some flavor when you do your berry mojitos.
Would this be good for berries at the end of summer? As you know, when you get the ones from the farmer's market and there's like the mushy ones?
Yeah, the mushy ones.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is perfect
Okay,
to do
cool.
the mushy ones because as you go, the ice will melt away and then also your berries will integrate into your mojito.
Nice, okay,
So
cool.
I'm allowing some mint here, but I'm tucking it under.
We're hiding it.
Like that,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Just so the mint still sticks out and it does like the trick of kind of giving it some aromatic. So when you put that in the freezer, I'm gonna start building mojitos. So
Okay,
on
perfect.
here, it's actually very easy. We're gonna start off with 1.5 ounces of rum in each glass. I'm just building it in glass, as you can see. And we're gonna go in with a little bit of simple syrup. So it's just 1-to-1 simple syrup, because you get that little bit of sweetness from the berries. And then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of lime juice.
Okay.
Okay?
I love a mojito.
Very easy. Love a mojito as
Delish.
well. And what I love about this is that your berries are inside the ice cubes. So we're just go ahead and add those in.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is reminding me of?
What is that?
It's like, remember, you know when you go to a wedding shower or a baby shower
Yeah.
and they'd make the ice in the Jell-O mold? Does anybody remember that?
Yes, exactly.
Or is
Yeah,
that
this
just a
is
me thing?
exactly
Okay.
that. So your ice cubes are in there, and then you're just gonna have to top it up with some soda. And you're just gonna
Beautiful.
give it a quick little twirl.
Okay.
And then garnish it with some mint if you'd like.
Absolutely
Yeah.
stunning, Evelyn. I love these.
So cute.
So cute.
Yes.
I'm obsessed. Okay. Now, last but not least, I like this one. This is, I feel like, the
This is
most
my favorite.
straightforward and
Yes.
delish. What are we talking?
So this is a blood orange paloma. So paloma typically is like a little bit of grapefruit, tequila, sugar, and citrus. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start right away with just blood orange juice, and it's super in season right now. We're just gonna kind of fill it 3/4 of the way,
Okay.
like that. Right? And we already have the blood orange ice cubes out. If you'd like, you can add some orange slices in there just to give it an aesthetic.
Like, look at this
Yeah,
color.
it's so beautiful.
Out of control.
So
Yeah.
what we're gonna do in a cocktail shaker here, because we wanna make the cocktail and then put the ice cube in, is a little bit of reposado tequila. So
Okay.
you're just like 1.5 ounces in each cocktail, like that. Okay, we're making two
We're making
drinks.
two. We're making two
drinks.
We're making two.
We're drinking it later.
It's Tuesday. We're having a nice time.
There you go. A little bit of sugar and a tiny little bit of citrus. This one we do shake because you want to agitate the citrus.
Okay.
To aerate, so then that we have a really kind of like delicious frothy drink after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evelyn
nice
always
little
looks
shake.
very cool doing that.
Well, I also look very official today.
You
so I
do
figured
look
I'd
very
make it
official. It's like, yes, yes,
okay,
Evelyn.
so look at this beautiful kind of color here.
Yeah.
And then what we're gonna do is plop the blood orange ice cubes in.
Do you mind if I go with fingies?
Oh my God, go fingies.
We're going fingies.
You know. Oh,
Look at
so
this.
fun. Yeah, fingies is perfect.
Okay, perfect.
So we'll just plop it in, just keep going. Because what's gonna happen is that your drink is gonna start off with just your tequila, citrus, and a little bit of sugar.
Yes.
And as you go, the blood orange is going to integrate into the drink, and it's gonna taste like a blood orange, really delicious tequila.
Oh my
tall
gosh.
Paloma.
This is
Like,
stunning. Evelyn
how
Chick. This is the
amazing.
one that has my number.
Oh.
Cheers to you, Evelyn.
Thank you.
Keeping things chilly. And studio audience, to help you make fancy summer drinks, you're all going home with a set of Bubble Double old-fashioned glasses from our friends at Kitchen Stuff Plus. We gotta take a break. We'll be right back. This is so fun.
Up next, bugs bugging you? Owen Reeves has your pest problem solved. Stay tuned.
It is that time of the summer when lawns and gardens everywhere may not look as good as they once did. So it is Owen Reeves to the rescue. Hey, Owen. Okay, this is, I feel like, a big thing. Everyone's like, in the spring, you're like, oh my gosh, Green Thumb City, and then everything goes away.
You know, it gets hot in the summer. I don't know if anyone's heard.
Yeah.
And it has been a scorcher here in Ontario, and definitely in the middle of the country, very hot.
Yes.
And plants can have a bit of a hard time. Our lawns can have a bit of a hard time. So yeah, it's that time of year.
Yeah,
everyone's struggling a little bit.
Everybody is. It's true. It's true. So we actually had a lot of viewers write in with their dilemmas for this segment. So this first one is from Samantha. It says, "Dear Owen, my backyard used to have lush green grass, but now it looks terrible. The grass is dry, brown, and comes out easily when it's pulled or raked. What could be causing this, and how can I fix it to bring my lawn back to life?" Ooh, Owen, that's a good one.
Yeah, and what I suspect is happening here are lawn grubs.
Oh.
And they're not fun.
No.
So these are little larvae that eat the roots of your grass.
Oh.
And some of them are native, but the really bad ones, they're introduced, they're a problem. So what you need to do is kill them first and foremost. So you can use the Scott's Grub Be Gone Max.
Okay.
So this is a biological insecticide, very fancy term. What that means is this is bacteria. It's not a chemical.
Oh, okay.
Totally harmless to pets, totally harmless to people, but it gives the grubs a bacterial infection that kills them.
Oh, okay.
So, and what's great about this is it also doesn't kill the non-target insects.
Oh.
So the good bugs,
Yeah.
humans, animals, all good, kills the grubs.
Very spooky. Very cool.
Right?
Yeah.
This is like using nature. We're using nature.
Yeah.
But with grubs, the most important thing, like a lot of things, is prevention.
Yeah.
That is by far the most effective thing. And the best way to prevent grubs from getting into the lawn, let your grass grow tall.
Oh.
And the reason we do that is because the flying version, the flying adult phase, they're looking for a spot where there's a patch of grass and then a patch of bare earth next to it.
Yeah.
They lay their eggs in the bare earth.
Oh, okay.
Eggs hatch, turn into grubs, eat the grass.
Oh.
If the grass is tall, they can't find those patches in the lawn.
Okay.
So a patchy lawn is like a magnet for grubs.
Okay.
Let the grass grow tall. It's harder for them to find a spot to lay eggs.
Now, if you not sure if you have grass or grubs rather, how can you kind of tell that it's not just like sun damage or something?
Yeah, you know, what you're doing there is, so it often looks like that where it's this patchy, irregular yellowing, but
Yeah.
if you can kind of grab a clump of grass and lift it up and there's no roots left,
Yeah.
very
You got
good
grubs?
chance. Very good chance,
Got
yeah.
it. Okay, sounds good. Our next question is from Tanya. It says, "Hi, Owen. With these super hot days, it's been a struggle to keep my plants healthy this year. Despite regular watering, my hanging baskets of white impatiens have several scorched leaves, as well as the ivy in my larger deck planters and my hostas in the yard. Is there any way these heat-damaged plants can be revived?"
Yes and no. So plants don't have a mechanism for healing their leaves. Once a leaf has damage, it's there forever until it drops off the plant. So you can't fix the damage, but what we're trying to do in this case, much like our lawn, is prevent it from happening. What that comes down to is the plant selection. So white impatiens, really all impatiens, hostas, ivies, they don't want to be in a ton of sun. These
Okay.
are shade plants.
Yeah.
That's where they thrive. So put those in a spot where they're only getting morning sun but shade in the afternoon, and then just pick a more sun-tolerant plant to put in that spot. You're not going to have that issue. There's nothing you can do about watering or anything that'll prevent this. In the case of the hosta, blue hostas, strictly shade. You
Oh.
can't put them in the sun at all.
Okay.
There are some sun-tolerant varieties, but blue in particular, only shade, no direct sun at all, ideally.
Okay.
So swap that one for a more tolerant variety, or again, I would put a more sun-loving perennial in that spot that'll thrive in that spot, as opposed to hostas, which don't like that sun.
No, the ones in my front yard are just crispy right now.
Yeah, big time. They look beautiful in the spring, I
Yes,
bet.
stunning.
But when we get the heat of the summer, it's too much for them.
No, yeah, it's just like a little potato chip
I know.
farm out
Not
there. Yeah,
nice,
it's
not
not
nice.
great. All right, the next question comes from Tracy. This one says, "Hi, Owen. My partner and I just moved into a new home and really want to try our hands at creating an edible garden, but we don't have a large yard, just a small patio space. Any advice?"
Yeah, planters all day. Planters,
Okay,
planters,
yeah.
planters. So what you want to do is, we're going to start with like the big...
The papa.
Yeah, the big papa
Okay,
version.
yeah.
So this is called a veggie pod, and this is a platform that comes in a whole bunch of different sizes. This is an elevated planter, so you can get it with a stand, or you could put it right down on the ground. What I love about this system is that it has a lid.
Oh, nice.
So the idea with this is, A, it's big. You can fit a lot in this.
It's like a single bed.
Right? Maybe have a nap in it if you're tired. Yeah. You can fit a lot in this, and it's a comfortable working height. We're not always bent over. We don't have to dig in the ground. It's easy to work with. And what I love about the lid is that this is insect and animal protection built in.
Smart, yeah.
Bugs can't get through this except for maybe some little tiny ones, and a squirrel's not going to be able to get in here.
Yes.
And dig everything up. There's also an integrated system so you can water it automatically.
Oh, cool.
But or if you wanted to start with a smaller version, really any kind of planter, start with that, and then you can kind of graduate. Also, start with simple plants. Herbs are awesome.
Yep.
Lettuce, anything of those leafy greens, those are really great. Start with that, and then you can get into more fancy stuff once you get good at it.
I like this. That's the thing. You're telling people, go for the thing that's easy because then you'll have success and keep doing it, as opposed to doing the hard thing and being like, I don't know how to grow a watermelon.
I love planters. Go with planters, and they're also really versatile for being able to move around.
Yeah.
You can't move a garden bed. You can move a planter if you need to.
I love that. All right, we've got another one from Alex. This one says, hi, Owen. No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get rid of the weeds on my lawn. Every time I pull them out, they seem to grow right back. Any suggestions?
Yeah, so this is, the main thing is keep your grass healthier. And what we're gonna do to do that is overseeding is the most important thing for a lawn. And what we're gonna use for overseeding is a mix of grass seed that has less Kentucky bluegrass in it. So if we can see the breakdown of the seed that's in here, we have 20% Kentucky bluegrass, and then we've got fescue and ryegrass. Those latter two, those are ones that are tougher grasses. They're easier to grow, they need less water, and they stay green in the summer, which is kind of what everyone wants. Overseed with a mix that has less bluegrass, and then the same advice with the grubs, let it grow taller. Mow it less often. A lot of people, they kind of are stuck on this, grass has to be 2 inches or less. Let it go taller than that. 2.5, 3 inches. It'll just look better, and you need to mow less often. And the nice thing is that taller grass will shade out weeds. A lot of weeds are very short. So if you have tall grass, they can't get started. And that's the biggest thing. If you have tons of weeds to start with, try and yank them out. You can use a selective weed killer, but take good care of your grass. Overseed, fertilizing is very important too. And that way the grass outcompetes the bad stuff that you don't want in there. That's the most important thing.
Do you know what I'm hearing?
What's that?
I'm hearing mow your lawn less, be a little lazy, which is always a good thing. Owen, this was great. Thank you so much for answering all our questions. We got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. That's okay. Helping us tackle home repairs to help us get our homes in tip-top shape for summer guests is contractor Jason Lupo. Hey, Jason.
Fantastic. Nice to see you again.
Oh
it's been
my gosh,
a while.
always the best. Jason Lupo is the man who made my house actually work, which was an absolute delight. Thank you for that.
It took some time, but it looks great now. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Okay, so Jason, today we are talking about all those kind of little areas in your home that your guest is actually gonna notice. Not the ones you can kind of like shove away or pretend.
Or hide under the carpet. No, these are in your face.
These are in your face. Okay, so let's start off. Where are we starting?
So we're starting with accessories that are hanging on the wall. So everyone's going to use the washroom when they come to your house. And what are they going to do once they finish up using the washroom? They're going to grab some toilet paper. And what's worse than having one of those little
when that
toilet paper holders?
And then it's on the angle and then it falls off the end and then you're doing the like, oh no.
It's the worst. Then the toilet paper rolls away, you got to reach out and grab it.
Embarrassing.
Terrible. It always looks janky. Same with towel holders, right? Same idea. They hang off the wall. The problem is when you get into drywall anchors, you're very rarely going to hit a stud. That's just the nature of the beast. So they give these cheap little expansion anchors that come in. And they work great for all of 27 seconds. After that, they turn into this. Right? So I'm here to explain to you a couple other options that actually have more holding power that will avoid this from happening.
Right on.
So we have a few different kinds here. We have your screw-in anchors, these guys here, which thread into the wall and then expand. What that does is gives you a lot more holding power.
Right on.
Almost double the amount of these.
Oh, wow. Okay, right on.
You get into a little bit more heavy duty.
I was going to say, those look very intense,
Things
Jason.
for shelves, even TVs. These are called molly bolts. And these actually expand through the wall and contract to grab the drywall behind.
They almost do, I'm going to do an example with my body. I'm sorry, I didn't tell camera this. They do this.
Exactly.
Nailed
it. Nailed it. I'll use you for all the demos because the next one is actually a reverse. These are the toggle bolts where we throw in and then open.
Nice. Okay, right on. I got it.
And the last one are the zip ties where you actually bend, thread through, pull back, and squeeze.
Oh, wow.
Now, nobody picked up on anything I did there, so we're actually going to demonstrate now a couple of these. So the easy anchors, these are the easiest ones. You need no extra tools, you need nothing. They actually just screw right in. So if you get your drill.
I'm going to put my goggles on, my double goggles
on. top of your glasses. Should I safety up as well?
I think you should. I'm 6 eyes, you got at least be 4 eyes. Okay, cool.
So these ones, when you're not hitting a stud, you can actually just
wow. Oh,
and you
wow.
see how much stronger that is than a regular easy anchor.
Okay, cool.
Throw your screw in, and it grabs very nice, and this actually expands behind the wall.
And that noise is supposed to happen.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the drill.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Now, as you get up to the more heavy-duty ones, you actually got to do a pilot hole first.
Okay.
So for the molly bolts, you use whatever size hole that you need for the threaded bolt.
Okay.
You drill your hole first.
Oh, yeah, because that's the thing. See how easy that goes through? If you're not hitting a stud, you're kind of out of luck, right?
So the right size hole
There
is
you go.
very important.
Jason did that on purpose. Yeah. Yeah.
Then these guys thread in,
Okay.
compress, and then you can use your drill that makes a lot of noise.
Okay.
And you can pull these out or tighten them in.
Okay.
And as they tighten in, they expand behind and grab the drywall for
Okay.
more holding power.
Very cool. Okay, right on.
Now, toggle bolts, very tricky to use because these ones, you actually have to have your bracket for your accessory on as you do it.
Oh.
Terrible. These have been around for for a long time.
Yeah.
Everyone hates them.
Okay, so those, get them out of
I
here.
don't even want to use them.
I don't even like that.
I just really liked it for the demo.
I know. I was like, again, it's this, and then it's this. Oh, yeah.
And these are relatively new. These are snap toggles. So you actually drill an even bigger hole. Now, the problem with these is if you ever have to take something off the wall, you now have a massive hole
I
to
was
repair.
gonna say.
So this one, we're actually gonna do 2 holes because I'm gonna show you what it looks like from the backside.
Okay, cool.
So you slide this through, pull it tight.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, and then these break off.
Oh, that was a thrill.
And then you have your bolt. So this is a nice, almost stud-like piece behind that grabs the wall.
So what is it doing back behind the wall? Jason's already thought of it.
We are going to turn it. Can you demonstrate for me, please? And we're going to turn it sideways flat.
Yeah.
We're going to throw through the wall.
Okay.
And then as you pull tight with the snap, it actually turns and grabs behind the wall.
Okay, right on.
So this actually distributes the weight way thicker than a normal anchor does.
Yeah. Okay,
Gives you
right
more
on.
holding power.
Very cool.
And then when you throw that bolt behind,
It actually goes through like a stud. Oh, very cool. Okay. So now we've fixed all of this issue. No one is doing the like, hey, can you actually come and throw me the paper towel or the toilet paper that rolled away from me?
Yep.
So we are good to go on that front. What is another kind of issue that people will definitely notice?
So another big one that I see all the time is screen repairs.
Yeah.
So you're coming over for a barbecue, the first thing you gotta do is go outside, you throw open that screen door and there's holes in it, the puppy started scratching at it, and all this jazz, and everyone thinks, this is terrible, I gotta get a whole new screen door. It's actually not that hard to repair.
Okay, cool.
So we're gonna come over here, we're gonna look at a couple samples. So right here, these are the biggest problems that I always have. So upside down, this bottom corner, this is where you kick, or the dog tries to get
gets
out.
through, yep.
Or a hole from someone that pushed something through the screen, some scratches from the cat. This happens all the time.
Okay.
So it's actually a very easy fix. Now, they sell these little patch repairs, which can be cut open and actually glued and sticky on place.
Okay.
They still look terrible.
Okay.
I don't like these.
We don't
They're
like
garbage.
these. We don't like them. Okay.
So we're actually going to repair the entire screen.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to any big box store, they actually sell screen repair kits. They come with big lengths of screen. They come with the spline, which is this piece right here.
The which?
The spline.
Spline.
The
Okay,
spline.
cool. Very cool.
This is the thickness that actually compresses and holds it into place.
Okay, cool.
And they have a spline roller that helps you push it all back
That's a
together.
ravioli cutter. yeah.
If you're in a pinch, you can use that instead. So it's actually very easy to fix, which people don't realize how easy it is. So you can use anything to actually pull out this spline from the corner.
Like a butter knife or something too?
Anything, a screwdriver. I use the back of my knife and it works great. And this just pulls right out all the way around.
Oh, okay.
You can grab that side, I can grab
that's
this
fun.
side.
This is a thrill. Okay.
Now, a lot of times you can even reuse this. It's already bent in the corners. It's already fit to size. No point in cutting some more, right? And then this just actually pulls right out.
You know, Jason, this would have been really helpful when I lived in my apartment and a squirrel kept getting into my kitchen.
Yeah.
Because it broke through the screen and I'd come home to little cocoa footprints of a squirrel that got into my house.
Well, she smelt all the nice cooking.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got
So once that's done, you can throw that right in the trash, and we're gonna get our new piece. Now, these come in multiple different sizes. If you have a screen door or big windows, and you just hold it a little bit bigger than everywhere you have, and you give it a slice right through. It doesn't need to be neat or perfect, because we're gonna trim it again afterwards.
Okay.
once that's done, we get into the next phase, which is putting it back together.
Okay.
And we just leave it long on all 4 sides.
Okay.
And we're gonna put the spline right back in. So as you push it in with your thumbs a little bit, you use the ravioli cutter. And you start to roll it right in place.
Oh, this is a thrill.
And as you do that, you're just gonna pull tight to make sure that it's nice and tight everywhere.
Jason, this is so easy.
It's relatively easy.
Look
and
at
everyone
that.
thinks it's a lot harder.
That was
One more size.
just kind of pop it
Look
right
at
on
that.
in. Look at that, Jason Lupo. Absolutely amazing. And then we just trim it up and you are good to go.
You trim your access all the way around.
Jason, ravioli cutters.
For the win.
For the win, and we gotta do it. Jason, thank you so much for helping us keep our house looking tip-top shape all summer long. We gotta take a break. We'll be right back. That was so good. Heat and humidity, the perfect recipe for a bad hair day. Here's hairstylist Loribelle Nestor with how to tackle your summer hair dilemmas.
Summer's too short to have bad hair, so I'm gonna share with you some of my pro tips and products how to have amazing hair all summer long. Let's talk frizzy hair. Summer days can be super great for the skin, but create so much frizz for the hair. Can you tell the difference? I'm gonna show you how to defrizz that one side. The product I'm using is the DevaCurl Frizz Fighting Foam Mousse. Since it's a foam product, this won't make your hair feel crunchy or heavy. It's lightweight and it'll give you body and bounce and volume. What I'm doing is I'm just twisting the curl to help create that shape and helps give it definition for that curl. See? Quick and easy, and this look you can wash and wear. Now you've got great hair, but now you got invited to a pool party. I have a solution for that. The product that I love to use before I jump in a pool is the Schwarzkopf Bonicure Color Freeze Spray and Leave-In Conditioner. So we're using a pretty generous amount of spritz. You're spraying from roots to end. And why is it? Because it helps protect my hair color. Ready to jump in? Now finally, a common summer problem. It's flat hair, hat hair, and excess oil. I can show you how to fix that. So first of all, you want to make sure a good rinse. I'm using Authentic Beauty Concept Deep Cleansing Shampoo. It'll release any of the oils from the scalp. You want to make sure you're doing this at least once a week in the summer. If it's your first shampoo, you get no lather, your hair is not clean enough. So you need to keep scrubbing. Now the hair is squeaky clean. To add volume, you want to make sure to use a great foundation product that also protects the hair. I love the Alterna Anti-Aging CC 10-in-1 Moisture Cream. My favorite part, making the hair nice and big. We love the sexy hair, weatherproof, anti-frizz, UV Protect hairspray. Wow, look at that awesome, voluminous hair. I hope these pro tips help you have great hair all summer long. Wow.
Thanks so much, Loribelle. I'm definitely taking notes. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. My next guests star in a film that's getting a lot of buzz for tackling some big themes with heart and warmth. Shot right here in Toronto, here's a look at Shook.
Who gets a master's in geography?
Dude, you just got a master's in creative writing. Also, geography's the best. It is. It's both artful and scientific. And it builds a bridge between the social sciences and information technology and the natural world. Not many things do that. And it's like a giant field. The possibilities are endless.
You say so, nerd.
I do say so.
Please welcome the stars of Shook, Saamer, Usmani, and Amy Forsyth. First off, I too love geography. Do you personally love geography?
I really did when I was in school.
Okay.
I've lost my love for it a little bit.
Okay, okay. We do have a geography teacher, former geography teacher in the audience right now.
Teach me
Yeah.
more.
First off, huge congratulations on this film. It touches on such big themes like family, love, identity with such great humor and warmth. So tell us a little bit about your characters and the film in general.
I play Ash,
Yeah.
who's a aspiring, some might say struggling writer in Scarborough, who's trying to make it in the big city, in Toronto. And he meets a young lady named Claire.
That's me. I play Claire, a young woman who works at a coffee shop. And then they fall.
They fall. Oh my gosh, that's really nice. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And some other stuff happens too.
Yeah. It's not just that. Saamer, now Ash, as you said, is an aspiring writer, trying to make it in the big city from Scarborough, where I was born. No big deal. Very exciting. Now, he's kind of stuck between those creative dreams and real life responsibilities. What was it like playing that character for you?
Yeah, I think it's something a lot of us, certainly me, I can relate to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sort of battle, they're like dueling this tension between, I guess it doesn't have to be the case, but sometimes it feels like there are only so many eggs that can be put in the basket.
Yeah.
And yeah, so for Ash, it feels like his familial responsibilities, his father is diagnosed with Parkinson's, is at odds with his creative ambition.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a tough thing to navigate, all the while there's this like budding romance.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. Yeah.
That's three very big things happening in Ash's life. It's true though, it sometimes does feel like a creative side of you can't really go with those familial responsibilities, life responsibilities, but that's not necessarily the case, but it's really hard to navigate.
Yeah, it certainly can feel like it, but I think there's the possibility that one actually feeds the other. Yeah, and you might not even be aware of how it feeds the other.
Totally.
But I think that's been the case in my life.
Yeah. So really
Mine
fun to definitely play in, I can imagine.
Totally.
Now, Amy, Claire, your character seems very confident. Kind of grounded, good, confident presence in the film. What was it about playing her, or what was it about her as a character that drew you to the role?
Yeah, I loved that Claire is, the love interest in this movie, but she's not written as just the love interest to serve, Ash's story. It feels like she's a fully formed person. That she has her whole own movie that we just haven't seen. She's a full person. And so, I loved the writing and I loved the script, and Saamer was attached, and it was an easy yes.
Okay, I'm feeling good. Now, I love the name Shook. I think it's such a fantastic thing. I'm gonna play it really quick. I'm gonna ask one question about something that's recently shook you. I don't think I've ever, I was like, okay, but I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna say movie you saw that gave you a good shook.
28 years later.
28 years later.
Wept.
This was so fast.
Wept.
I love this.
Wept.
Okay. Wept.
Right.
Yeah. I just saw 40
Fear.
Acres. Shook.
Really?
So good. Amazing.
You?
I saw Friendship.
Okay, our floor director is thrilled right now. Yes. Are you a Tim Robinson fan?
Yeah.
So
totally.
good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Haven't seen
Okay.
it yet. I can't wait.
We gotta talk. It's gonna be fantastic. Listen, thank you both so much for stopping by. Huge congratulations on the film. Shook will be in theaters nationwide on August 8th. That's our show for today, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for more of The Good Stuff.